coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, for shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat-Town. I got the crowd yelling.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Moore. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. You look at this Packers defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Ward. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw is Ward on 3rd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And here's Rodgers on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. First carry for Josh Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Again, it's Love.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
On play action, Love to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Ward. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Ward to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Well, Love wants to shift things around.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Moore. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Alex Highsmith
Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The throw over the middle taken in. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Back to throw. Moore.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Moore.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The Titans have 13-3 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 41 yards.
And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And now Love going to change things up. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Love now on second down. That is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Here's Ward. Throwing to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Back to throw. Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 75 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 5.
Off the play fake.
Ward. There's a short one caught by Ryman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun.
Ward looking deep here for Dobbs.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Ward. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ward throwing on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, again to Pollard.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 36. Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Ward. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
I'm sure I'm about to stop this stream. I'm watching either.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a